Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we finished off with question number 1 related with exercise number 1.4 related with the topic limits of a function related with chapter number 1 function and limits second year FSC part 2 mathematics. In today's video, I will solve question number 2 related with the topic algebra. So let's move toward question number 2. It tells that use algebra and rules of limits to evaluate the following limits. So part number A tells that limit x approaches to 4, we have a fraction given minus 6 divided by x minus 4 whole square, and that tells that find the value of this fraction at the given x value, which is 4. So move towards the solution of this problem number part number A. Limit x approaches to 4 and we are given with minus 6 divided by x minus 4 whole square. So x approaches to 4, we can also test that x tends to 4. So it means that the value of x is 3.9999. So it means that it is very close to 4. It is actual value is 3.994. 4 is not the actual value. So here we will put the value of x 4. So it becomes minus 6 divided by x minus 4. So x is 4, so put 4 over here, it becomes 4 minus 4 whole square. After this we are given with minus 6 divided by 4 minus 4 gives us 0, so it becomes 0 square, which gives us 0. Remember, something divided by 0 always gives us a result infinity. So the solution and answer to the given problem number A is infinity. Infinity, we can also test that the limit at the specific value x approaches to 4, the limit at this value does not exist. So the answer is either does not exist or either infinity. Now move to the part number B of question number 2. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of 1 over x plus 3 minus 1 over 3 divided by x. So let's start with solution. Here x approaches to 0 means that we will put the value of x 0 in this whole fraction. So it becomes 1 over x plus 3. So x is 0, so it becomes 0 plus 3, and 0 plus 3 gives us 1 over 3. And here is minus 1 over 3 divided by x. So x is 0, so put 0. Here we put 0, so it becomes 1 over 0 plus 3 gives us 3, so it becomes 1 over 3. Minus 1 over 3 divided by x is 0, so put 0 over here. After this, it becomes 1 over 3 minus 1 over 3. You know that it gives us 0 because same number subtract same number from each other, it gives us the result 0. So 0 by 0 is actually indeterminate form, which we already learned in the previous problems. Indeterminate form. So when indeterminate form comes, we will take the LCM of the given 1 over x plus 3 minus 1 over 3. So the LCM of 1 over x plus 3 minus 1 over 3 will be the product of the denominator of these two fraction or function. So x plus 3 and 3, multiply them with each other, it becomes 3 times of x plus 3. Let's suppose this is LCM. 3 times of x plus 3. So in numerator we will left x plus 3 multiply 3 will give us this result. So the same number 3 will multiply with numerator, it becomes 3. This is the method of LCM. Here is minus sign. And after this 3 multiply x plus 3 will give us the whole result 3 multiply x plus 3. So multiply the same x plus 3 in with the numerator over here. So it becomes x plus 3. Here is whole divided by x. And here is limit x approaches to 0. Now after this it becomes 3 minus x and minus 3 divided by 3 times of x plus 3, and here is divided by x. Limit x approaches to 0. After this limit x approaches to 0, 3 will cancel out with negative 3, so we are left with minus x. Here is we can write 1. Here we are left with minus x divided by 3 times of x plus 3. Here if we convert this division into multiplication sign, 1 x over 1 will be reciprocated and it becomes 1 over x. So this x will cancel out with x. So we are left with limit x approaches to 0. We are left with minus multiply 1, it gives us minus 1 divided by 3 times of x plus 3. Now apply the limit. Here x is 0, so put 0 over here, it becomes minus 1 over 3 multiply, it is 0, so 0 plus 3 gives us 3. So the result will be minus 1 divided by 3 multiplied 3 gives us 9. So the result is minus 1 over 9. Now move to the part C of question number 2. It tells that limit x approaches to pi, find the value of root x minus root pi divided by x minus pi. Remember, if here we directly apply the limit of x approaches to pi, so it becomes root pi minus root pi, it gives us a value 0. And here we apply pi, so it gives us pi minus pi 0. So again we will take 0 by 0 and indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. So when this form comes just like in this algebraic function, algebraic fraction, we will rationalize this type of fraction. We already learned in the previous problem. So limit x approaches to pi. How can we rationalize this type of fraction, algebraic fraction? We rationalize it by multiplying the conjugate of root function, which is root x minus root pi. So it becomes root x minus root pi divided by x minus pi. Multiply the conjugate of root x minus root pi will be the, here it is minus sign, so it becomes plus. So it becomes root x plus root pi divided by root x plus root pi. Because root x plus 5 will cancel out with each other. Again we are left with 1. Again we are left with root x minus root pi over x minus pi with the original question. So here we have formula a minus b and a plus b. So a minus b multiply a plus b gives us a square minus b square. So a is x under root x, so a square minus, and b is under root pi, so b square divided by x minus pi multiply root x and plus root 5, and here is limit x to pi. Now this square will cancel out with root and this square will cancel out with root, so we are left with limit x approaches to pi. Here we are left with x and here is minus 5. So x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 multiply root x plus root 5. Now here x minus 5 and x minus 5 will cancel out with each other. So in numerator we are left with 1. In denominator we are left with 1 over root x and plus root 5. Limit x approaches to pi. Now we can apply the limit easily. So by applying the limit, it becomes 1 over root of x is 5. So put pi over here, root pi and plus root pi. Root pi plus root pi, this is 2 times, so it means that the result will be 1 over 2 times of root of 5. So this is the result. Now move to the last part of today's lecture, question number 2, part number D. It tells that limit x approaches to 25, find the value of root x minus 5 divided by x minus 25. Here in this problem, if I apply the limit directly, here if I put a 25 directly in the value of x, it becomes a root 25. Root 25 is actually equal to the pi. It becomes 5 minus 5, it gives us 0. And here if I put x 25, so it gives us 0. So again we take with 0 by 0 and indeterminate form. So when this type of form comes an algebraic fraction, so we rationalize the algebraic fraction. Here we will take the conjugate of that function in which there are radical or square root function, just like square root over here. So the conjugate of root x minus 5 is root x. So in conjugate the sign is changes. Here it is minus, so it becomes plus 5. And multiply the same root x plus 5 in denominator. And here we are left with x minus 25. This again cancel with each other. We are left with root x minus 5 divided by x minus 25. And here apply the limit x approaches to 25. Here again the formula begins a minus b into a plus b. So it becomes a square minus b square divided by x minus 25 multiply root x and plus 5. And here is limit x approaches to 25. This square will cancel out with root. So it becomes a limit x approaches to 25. X minus 5 square gives us 25. So x minus 25 divided by x minus 25 multiply root x plus 5. So here x minus 25 and x minus 25 will cancel out with each other. We are left with limit x approaches to 25. In numerator we are left with 1 and in denominator we are left with root x and plus 5. Now apply the limit. So it becomes 1 over root time of x is 25, so put 25 in the x, so it becomes 1 over root 25 plus 5. Remember 25 can be written as pi square because pi square means that pi multiply pi again gives us 25. So this square will cancel out with under root, so we are left with just pi. So it means that root 25 is pi. So 1 over pi plus pi, it will give us a value 1 over 10. So the required and final answer and result to the part number D of question number 2 is a 1 over 10. So with this question I finish my lecture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive each and every upcoming notification and updates about mathematics. Thank you.